Welcome back to Factorio MSX Gigabase, our marathon tech priced SpaceX Extreme. We are on the last science. It's going to take quite a while though because we're a little bit compromised with our UPS. We were working on red circuits. I almost finished our revamp. As you can see, it's a lot tighter. We are trying to burn off the red circuits here, which we've almost succeeded in doing. Actually, I'm not going where I want to go. I want to go to hashtag RC1. I want to go to hashtag RC1 because I've left my blueprints here. This has come up, and this is why I am changing tack a little bit. We need to sort this out because basically this copper mine is not what it used to be, and this one as well is well, it's struggling really. So what I want to do, I think, is divert half of this over to here, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get that much length. Maybe through there or something. I could always come up to one of these, but they're probably fairly sparse as well. My other option, I guess, would be that one, but it's not necessary. Oh, gee. This one is just about history as well. Everywhere I look is history, so we're going to have to do some remote patch-up work and then get back to... Well, I'd like to sort this lot out too. Let me just grab that lot for one thing. Okay. First of all, this one here, we should be able to go one... Actually, let's do it this way around. 1, 2... So that will increase its... Oh, I didn't realise I was coming quite so far down there. That will increase its life until we can get round to getting rid of it. Now, over here, with this one, basically... I think I want this pattern. 1, 2. One, two. 1, 2. I just want to make sure this one does not run out of ore. This one over here, this is something of a mess. That guy in particular needs to get removed. It's not helping at all. Let us just put a band-aid in place here. Like so. That's only one more. I need to try and get something in there basically. Let's get rid of that as well. Oh, they've got nowhere to put this stuff, so that's the other part of the problem, isn't it? They have construction robots, but they're all busy holding stuff because there's no room to put them anywhere. Aha. So we have to deal with this one first. Is there anything else in here that we need? We might need those stations. The rail can always be useful. That can always be useful. Robo ports. Stop auto-trashing them, thanks. Stop auto-trashing those guys. Stop auto-trashing those guys. I'm going to need signals. Probably aren't going to need train counters. Alright, let's do it with that. For now, our red circuits might be slightly compromised because I have disconnected down below. Let's head up to refuel copper 2, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect up temporarily, just long enough to drive onto it, and then I'll extend this line. I may even only extend it as 2 lanes. That might suffice. Where are we? Oh, we're almost there actually. Do I actually need my... I mean, having my train would be very helpful. I might just go to manual mode. And we can wait just here. And we will run over here at our very low UPS. Why is that so low at the moment? I'm not 100% sure why. It still doesn't actually have any requests in it, which is interesting. We do have copper. We probably do have all the products, I guess, but having this not operating the way it needs to is obviously, I don't want this stuff. I just want to put down some chests and get out of here. Now, do that. Build some more. Also, get rid of that. If I have to plant them individually to fit them in here, we will just to fill up the area and got far too much electrical network there, but never mind. We got over here, we have room for another individual. And over here, likewise. Oh, and there's something there. May as well harvest them. Now, this thing here is definitely in the wrong spot. That's also something we can harvest. Are these guys... Yes, but this one needs a one of them. So does this guy and these guys. You don't need to exist. You don't need to exist. You don't need to exist. Alright, that'll have to do for now. I do kind of like the idea of continuing this as 4 lanes, because this may all just fall apart shortly. Let's clear some space. Get out our forward rail, find a 4-lane continuation. D-signal over here. Oops. Don't need new signals there, we can get rid of those. It's not that far, we might even have enough rail on us. I guess we'll see soon enough. Oh, might be a second nuke distance though. So we need at least one more. Maybe more than that. I was kind of taken a little bit by surprise, I guess, by this, but not completely. I sort of knew that it must be a fairly thin, relative to the sort of demand we're putting on it, thin supply. So what we'd like to do is more or less carve it up through here, which would mean if I have a 4x2, that might well be what we're after. No, that's quite a long way over to the side. I'd like to do another 4 segment, like so, and then do my 4x2. Like so, and then wherever that is, we'll have to do for our mine, which we should have a copy of here somewhere. A mine. A mine. That's science. Smelting. There we go. There's the mine with nothing on it. It's basically too deep, isn't it? What about if we were to go, just say, we're just going to bash through about there. That might be better. And then what we can do is get rid of the intersection and build another one sort of over here. Slightly further to go, slightly roundabout, but it will be fine. So back to a 4x4. Did I? Oh, I did. Great. And an autosave, just as the timing of everything is appalling here, but never mind. One thing I can be sure of, I am not running out of time before this guy gets to the end. It's, you know, there's plenty of time. Alright, so that one there. That one there. Well, now, where does that place us if I was to do a two-way now? We would be coming down more or less here. That doesn't look too terrible. It looks like something we could put a corner into to get to. So let's do that, which means that I want to take out signals in that segment, assuming there actually were some, and slap that down. Let's get our corner. I do have some rail left, but not that much. Oh, and these guys all need a little bit of a speed up. And that's it for the rail. Alright. Damn. So 2 lanes would have been right after all. Never mind. Okay, so what we'll do is we will grab some more and we will get this guy up and running. I think we've got the slowdown just by virtue of, like, I was running at about 37 when I wasn't building anything, just having a look at what was going. So yeah, we are running into minor difficulties has sort of slowed that down a little bit. At least this is cleared up now. It's only a temporary patch though, I'm pretty sure. They're not very efficient mines at the moment. We need to move this one as well. If only I had a running track along here before I forget. Let's move that. Get rid of a little bit of our foliage friends. Rail. 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 Let's get some bots. Maybe some extra miners. We're carrying something too much. Probably stack inserters. Let's try that. Do I want to try and rail up there? Probably not. Though it is particularly slow when you don't have a path and you are running any distance, clearly. All this mighty factory, and we are, for now, just reduced to this rather pathetic amble. I guess the idea is to try and burn out the top area, and then we can sort of go sideways to burn through the bottom part. That might make the most sense. What is flashing here? Oh, we don't have those lights. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're probably going to have to just wait, really. Now, Let's hook this up. I think what I want to do with this guy is basically we are... Oh wow, we're out of signals as well. It's pretty terrible. Yes, that's why actually bringing the train along here would have been a good idea. Shoot me, why don't you? Let's finish off the mine. So this is powered up to this point, but not right to the end. What I want to call these guys is basically the same as these ones. I am Groot is not the name that I'm looking for. There. I'd remember eventually. And I think what we want to do here is basically slap down our standard lengthways blueprint on both sides, and it looks like it misses a bit, so we probably need to fatten it up. I guess I will use this 4x4 one on its side. We don't want this kind of thing. Make sure this is copper, not iron. Make sure it's a bit more than 50 as well. And let's finish up here. Okay, that's it. So what we can do is we can look to drain off the other end. Bots can lay down what they can. Maybe we can hook a ride with a train. Maybe we can bring our own. I didn't give it bots, did I? I better give it some bots. Not exactly sure how many bots it's going to need. Probably doesn't need that many. What's that? That's a lot. Might just give it 50 more. That should be fine. We need some construction bots. We need a supply chest. I keep forgetting that kind of stuff. Let's give it half of my bots. Probably doesn't need half, but it's got them. It's also... It's not a lot of those. Give it a few extras. Just in case give it 20. And a few miners. Something like that. That should be fine. It won't take long for them to fill up to whatever limit we've set on them. What is this flashing light? Right, we know we're missing signals, so okay, I'll accept that one. And now we probably want to tell this that it's a single stop now, at the very least. Let's oops. Hopefully I caught the right ones then. Yeah, I think so. So what I'm going to do is take that out. That might have been premature though. I do want to exhaust these before we take it out, so I guess one more train can come up here. Oh, we're missing a whole chunk here too from the looks of things. Yeah. That's not going to work especially well. And that appears to be that. Take that out and tell it to go to there. It can't get there because... why not? Is there a breakage somewhere in here that I didn't see? Alright, what we'll do is I will grab those signals that I know we're missing, and the lights, if I can find them on the train, and we'll drive that train to this new stop. Okay, so we're missing these guys. Let's get some more of those as well. And lamps. Anything else we need? I don't think so. We have rail, yes. Okay. This guy might even... no. Oh, don't park there, dude. I mean, seriously, mate, that's not good. Okay. You're going to go manual. Back them out. Looks like it's a change of trains for this roll. Find out why. There's a lamp. Slowly losing guys. See, it's not that hard to get down here. happy now. Oh, and another one on the way, which is in fact the one that we wanted to have come here. We need a radar up here. So what I'm going to do, whoops, is run up there and plant a radar, because I like to see stuff. And I might just leave the copper at this point. Jump on board this guy. I'll come back to the copper between episodes to... Yeah, this is not good. There is obviously one of those somewhere. That let him come, that one there, that let him come in. We'll change that because we can't have this now. It was not an issue before, but it is now. And here comes some bots. Got left behind, dummies. This one here needs to be a chain signal at this point. So yeah, the copper at least is, I mean, it's not great, but it's under control. I will sort it out, as I said, but I want to get back to that red circuit situation and sort it out. Also, we are probably running out of time on this episode, but that's just to show that we haven't set our resources to some absurd level that will never run out, so they are still an issue that needs to be managed. Right, let's just go to RC2, hashtag RC2. See if we can quickly do something useful, or at least that we're ready to finish it up. And probably next episode you'll either get the aftermath or me actually doing a revamp of this, particularly the green circuits, although I do realise it's going to be quite difficult if I'm going to do pass-through of cable. I think I've got one. I have 2 spaces here, so that's 1 space, 2 spaces. I can do it here, but down here it looks like I've only got 1 space to play with. So that lets me do it on 1 row, and I'll have 1 row where it's going to be awkward. We'll work something out. Meanwhile, do we have any requests? No. It's kind of unnerving seeing that under control so much. 28,431. Well on our way to 30,000. We're not even quite 50% through this faster than light propulsion systems. Are we launching? It's always fun to see a few launches. We should be. Here's 4 launching right now. These ones are counting up, so with a bit of luck they'll get up to 100 and launch as well. How's this guy going? 3.2, 3.3. How's production numbers? Let's do it over a minute. It looks like it's kind of terrible, actually. What has gone wrong? Maybe my revision has not actually fixed everything quite the way, because I'm not getting any requests right now, and I should get requests if some of these are not working. So what's your problem? You are missing 2 lots of the they should be in the open requests. They're not. is the signal that you're after. So I might have an issue there. Well, I think it's probably time to finish anyway, so where are we up to? I'm not even sure where our train is. Ah, there we go. We have parked at GC2, not RC2. That was dumb. Go to RC2. Hashtag RC2. And yeah, we'll sort things out, and I will speak to you again soon. And back, and sorry about all that mix up. What was going on was basically that iron was not producing enough. I've got it now over 500k per minute. I've finished off the red circuits. What the problem was with iron was trains were getting blocked because, well, mainly up here actually. This one, you can see how much wear and tear iron 29 has had. So I added in a whole bunch more miners, and I actually had to come up here to make sure there was enough equipment for them so that we could turn over trains faster, so that trains could get up to this one. That was the problem, we just weren't getting the turnover. I probably should even make one platform trains, possibly. They might be slightly tighter, although these aren't bad. What else could we do? Well, there's this patch up here if we need to go to it. There's this messy patch. This one's holding on pretty well. And also copper. I mean, this is a right proper mess. I have basically reduced it down to a single platform at this point. I thought I had stopped this doing this, but there must be another. Must be something letting it get up there, which is not good. Let's have a look when it gets out of there, where it goes. If there's another normal rail signal up there, we go. There is, so I have to get rid of that one as well, because that's why this guy's coming up here. I don't want them blocking there. I want them coming down to this one. It's only 69 million, but it should fill more efficiently now than what's left here. And getting rid of this one will open up the possibility of perhaps turning this horizontally. I might even, or just moving it up here to deal with this bit. It's certainly becoming quite a mess, this whole thing. But yes, that's what we'll need to do now. We have finished red circuits, so they're both this very tight pattern. That should be a lot more UPS friendly. Why are you not doing anything? Are you completely out of something? Completely out of plastic. I have done a whole bunch of fix-its here. And yeah, we actually have quite a large list, it seems. So much for my prior confidence. We have a train here. 3970 crude oil, not that one, it's this one, 3970. So yes, we do have the correct one in there. I've done some fixes because when I was moving these manually, it was kind of probably moving the train without updating my tables, so that was causing issues. Where is that O? 3. It's saying 3 needs an O. I don't know why. 3 hasn't responded then. It doesn't really, though. It has one. It's also saying 2 needs an O. So having such a large list, of course, is making this run slightly less efficiently. We also, because we're producing a fairly huge amount, we have trains at a a ridiculously high level, which is kind of bad. Construction manager is relatively under control. It's auto deconstruct that's causing that to operate at this sort of degree. So I'm not entirely sure why this guy is waiting here though. Crude oil southwest wait. There he is, crude oil southwest wait. He should know and move on. This guy's going to come in and move on basically immediately. Yeah, he's going to 3. Why isn't this one? There obviously is still something wrong there. The joys of making new mods and putting them under pressure. There's far too much data to see, so I'm going to have to try and duplicate it in a tiny test system. Yes, we need to come up here. So that's the last thing that we will do this episode. And yeah, next episode we will tidy up the green circuits. We have plenty of time. They need tidying up. They can't be the most efficient. I'd like to get UPS back up to about 36 if at all possible. Oh, what am I doing here? Auto trash. Let's go to hashtag, well, not even hashtag, but refuel copper 2. Is this list getting any more under control? Not really. So let's just restore some sanity to that. Let's have a look at the numbers while we're doing this. We do have our 6K a minute at the moment in spite of everything, so that at least is something. We still have an oil southwest 1 outstanding request. And do we have a crude, or has it finally actioned? It looks like it's actually actioned. Let's have a look down there. Well, maybe not, because we have it sitting here still, 39.70. Okay. So I mean, I guess when I finish this I might have to keep running it just until I have the mod exactly where I need it to be. That looks like a train did manage to get through here, so it's obviously possible at times. Where are we? We're almost coming up here. Okay, let's get ready to put this into manual mode. About now. And brake just up here. I am running fast legs, yes, good. Well, fast-ish legs only when you're at 30 odd UPS. At least this means we have a bit of time to tidy up the base. So I don't actually see a point to either of those. Let's just take both of them out. That should fix this intersection. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we fix up our external green circuit stack. See you then, guys. Bye-bye for now.